unit. Sapna suffers from a condition due to which her average blood sugar level is 174 milligram per deciliter. Please learn this, everybody. So basically, sugar levels will measure milligram per deciliter, mg per dl, mg milligram per dl deciliter. Learn, please. Okay, so units. The average blood sugar level in a healthy adult is less than 140 mg per dl. So you can notice it. So normally the persons, if you are a healthy person, your blood sugar level is 140 mg per dl. But this girl, she is having a blood sugar of 174, more than that. Now, which of the following could be the cause of Sapna's condition? So that is what. Basically, sugar means your mind immediately talk about the hormones. So you have to go to hormone base. So hormones you all sees that. So I think page number 125. You can see uh, regulates the blood sugar level. Who is that? It is there, everybody. Third hormone, you all notice it. What is that? Everybody? Yes, please. That is what I wanted. So you can identify without thinking. So that's what. Yes, please. What is that hormone? Regulates blood sugar level. Who is that hormone?
Insulin.
Insulin. So that is what is the first thing. So now high sugar level is causing because of like sufficient, like lack of insulin, insufficient production of insulin, or excess production of insulin. Anybody? Yes, please.
Insufficient production.
Insufficient of insulin.
Yeah. So that is what I think. Is there anywhere, Harry, in the book? Yeah. It is there in the page number. I don't know if this is old book. You all can see it, everybody. Do you know anyone in our family or friends who has been advised by the doctor to take less sugar in their diet because they are suffering from diabetes? Have you seen the paragraph, everybody? So, as a
Yes.
treatment, they might be taking injections of insulin. This is the hormone which is produced by the pancreas. So, that is you have to revise. So, insulin is secreted by whom, guys? Everybody? Insulin is secreted by whom? All of you. It is secreted by pancreas. So that's why pancreas, there is a special name. It is both, like it can be ductless and ducted. Both can it do the function. Is it right, guys? Everyone? Yes or no? All of it. So that, no, not remember it. So okay. So this pancreas, now, if it is not secreted in proper amounts, the sugar level in the blood rises, causing many harmful effects. That is only you have to remember. So that is only they are asking. So her sugar level is increases now. So what makes that? Insufficient production of the insulin in her body. Are you able to notice it, everybody, clearly? It is given or not, guys? Yes, please. All of you? That is only. So please make it. Underline that. So wherever you are having, yeah. Exactly, scale. You all can notice it. So they are detected by, you can notice it. If it is not secreted in proper amounts, the sugar level in the blood rises, causing many harmful effects. So that is why you have to remember that it is the pancreas insufficient production of insulin by the pancreas. Clear, Mr. Arun? Arul saying the fourth option, not excess production, less production. Okay, Arul. Next
Yes, sir.
question. Auxin. So auxin means immediately your mind should say it is a plant hormone. The major important of auxin. What is that? Anybody? It is a what? Growth hormone. Is it right or wrong? Everybody? Yes, please. All of you. So that is what. So auxin is a plant hormone that promotes cell elongation and it is produced by the apical meristem. It inhibits the growth of lateral buds which are present at nodes where leaves attach to the stem. As long as sufficient auxin is produced by the apical meristem, the lateral buds remains dormant. As long as sufficient auxin is produced by the apical meristem, the lateral buds remains dormant. What do you mean by dormant? Anybody can tell? Dormant. Dormant means what? Inactive. Dormant means what, everybody? Inactive. Inactive. Understand? So, what is the meaning of this statement? So, if the auxins are continuously producing at the apical meristem, then the buds between the leaves, the bird between the leaves is inactive. Means the regions of here is inactive. Do you all understand, Hari, what they're saying? So only if the auxin amount is not rising at the apical meristem, then only these birds will start turn up into anything like flower, bird, flower, branch, whatever X, Y, Z. So now a gardener wants the plants in the hedge that he is growing to become a bushier. Bushier means you all know park and all you goes. You all have you noticed it? The plants, the persons will keep on a gardener, he will keep on cutting the leaves so that it will be turned up into like a bush. Do you all seen or not? Please respond, everybody. Is it right, guys? So, with more branches, if you want to get more branches, then sufficient auxin is produced by the apical meristem or less auxin is produced by the apical meristem. Birds, you want getting more branches. So, top it should not grow. That is what you have to remember. So, which of the following should do? Spray water on the tips of the stem to increase the growth. Dig around the plant's roots and apply more manures. Trim the hedge by cutting off the tips of the stem. Remove all the weeds that grow around the hedges. What is your answer? Anybody? See the gardeners, what they will do to make the bush plants. Anybody? Park and all, if you go, you will see that road, that the sides of the road, they will make it.
Third option, sir.
Yes. So they will trim it. You all can see bushes. Okay, bushes in gardening, you all can see uh, how they will trim it. You all never experience it. That's what they will trim the top so that you can see. Have you seen like this? This one particularly. So how they will make it into this much bush it is. They will keep on trimming the tops, apical that is, so that they will be getting more and more branches. Have you all experienced Amma, like these things in garden and all while you're traveling? You can notice this. Is it right, guys? Please respond. So that is what. So what is the answer? We have to trim. So unless the top, the apical meristem stops growing, so there is no growing of the bud. Bud means that leaf that between that stem and the leaf, the point. So this point cannot grow unless here the growth stops. So that's why we have to trim the hedge by cutting off the tips of the stem. So hope everybody understand. Understand everybody? Hari is clear? That is what you have to remember. Next. So this is the exact plant you can notice. So shown in the figure below, it is a plant in which auxin is synthesized at the part of X of the plant. So what is the X of the plant? Where auxin, a growth hormone is produced. What is the name of the part? Anybody? What is the name of the part? Apical tip of the plant. That is only call it as a what? Just now above question it is there. What is the name? Everybody. Learn, book is not there. Apical meristem. What is that? A tip of the plant, a shoot actually, the shoot of the plant, which is call it as apical meristem. Write it, learn it. Okay, apical meristem. Now, Geeta took the potted plant and cut off the cortex. So she removed the cortex. She then took the plant and kept it near a window with sunlight and observed it after 7 days. How many days after she observed? After 7 days. Now, which of the following is she likely to have observed? Just now, above question is similar. So, if I cut the apical meristem, then what is happening? Here they mention last point you see. As opposite to this, as long as sufficient oxygen is produced by the apical meristem, the lateral buds remains dormant. Now apical meristem is removed so that the lateral buds will start what? Everybody. They will start. What will happen, guys? They'll start growing. That is what will happen. Ma, you all involve, it's your class, your subject, that's what you are writing. What will happen if auxins are producing at the apical meristem, no growth in the lateral buds. Lateral buds means, again I'm extending the plant. The area between the what? Stem and the leaf, that their new branch will come. Or it may turn up into flower or fruit or whatever. That is what apical meristem. Sorry, lateral buds. So that lateral buds will start growing. If the head will cut, lateral buds will grow. So what is that part? You can see. So Y, Z or part Y did not grow at all. Part Y grew upwards. Part Z started growing upwards and out of the soil. Part Z, part Z சம்பந்தமே இல்லை. Am I right or wrong? Yes or no? Yes? Please respond. So that is what. So now, part Y grew and bent towards the window, they are asking. So part Y, see, the top part you cut off completely. So recently ICSE we have been noticed this same auxin questions. Do you remember, Hari? 3 figures they have given. Auxins question. Everyone, girl, that please
Yes,
respond.
sir.
Yes or no, guys? So that image, correct image, they asked it. So if you cut the apical meristem, then what will happen? Imagine up to here, they made a cut. They made a cut. Then what will happen? This part will never grow because no auxins. This part will never grow. So which part will grow? Everybody. Which part will grow? If you cut X or Y, whatever it is, which part will grow? The lateral buds will grow. The lateral bud will turn up into a new plant, new branch, and then they will start growing. So that it will be like you can see, it will be turned up into like many branches. That is what is that. So, what is the correct options you see? Part Y, grow and bend towards the window? No. Part Z started growing upwards and out of the soil? No. Part Y did not grow at all. So once if you cut the apical meristem, no further growth. No further growth. Note it. Only birds will start developing. Mitakshri, understand? Everybody, Mr. Nimesh, birds will start growing. Note it, everybody. If apical meristem is removed, then the growth is only from the lateral buds, not from the top. Top further it won't grow. Even in our garden plants, we all notice this. Am I right, everyone? So if anybody having doubt, please ask me. Clear, everybody? All of you? Yes, please. That is what. So what is the correct answer? Everyone? Option 3. The part Y did not grow at all. So who will grow, ma? Who will grow?
Lateral.
Lateral buds. That is what. Okay. Next. Call your friends. Option is everybody. Next. During pollination, plants ensure that the pollen grains from a species germinates on the stigma of the same species. So which of the following ensures this? During pollination, plants ensure that the pollen grain from a species germinates. The pollen grains from a species germinates on the stigma of the same species. See that both it is taking place at the same. So it is what we used to call everybody. Which of the following ensures this? Hydrotropism, chemotropism, phototropism, geotropism. So whatever it is allowing to growth. Growth. A species germinates on the stigma of the same species. Stigma of the same species, the growth will be what tropism? Everybody. Yes, please. All of you. Chemotropism. Understanding? So actual chemotropism. So book, what is the page number, Hari? Chemotropism. Just find it fastly, everyone. Chemotropism.
Page 107, sir.
Page number 107. So let us see that. Okay. It is okay. Now, I think anything? Page number?
Here only, sir.
Hmm.
Second paragraph, the
Yes.
last 3 lines. One
One
example of that.
example. Yes. Here they have given hydrotropism and chemotropism. So can we think of the examples of these kinds of directional growth movements? So one example of chemotropism is the growth of the pollen tubes. Growth of the pollen tubes towards to the ovules, about which we will learn more when we examine the reproductive process of living organisms. So we all discussed that. Okay. Already the growth hormone. I think double fertilization. That fertilization it will come. Flower. Am I right, everybody? The growth hormone. Yes or no? That pollen grain, pollen tube will grow towards to the ovule. Do you remember, everybody? Ovule is inside the ovum. So it will pollen grain will grow from the stigma. Is it yes, guys? As soon as it will receive the pollen grains. Do you all remember, everyone? We learned example for chemotropism. Yes or no, guys? Please respond. That is what it is. So it is actually the chemotropism. Which of the following ensures this? The pollen grain from a species germinates the stigma, germinating stigma of the same species. It is the chemotropism. We learn or not? Everybody, check your classworks. Example for chemotropism. Growing of pollen tubes. That is what stigma after receiving the pollen grains. Is it right, guys? That is what it is. Next question. So metamorphosis is a biological process. So regarding butterflies, this is metamorphosis is a biological process by which an animal physically develops after birth or hatching, involving a conspicuous and relatively abrupt change in the animal's body structure through cell growth and differentiation. Some insects, fish, amphibians, molluscus, crustaceans, and other groups undergo metamorphosis. So, which is often accompanied by a change of nutrition source or behavior. So, the diagram below shows such a metamorphism in butterflies, as I told you. Butterflies. Now, Anisi swallowtail life cycle. So one of the variety of butterfly life cycle is. So what is that? Eggs, larva, chrysalis, adult. Again eggs, larva, that is what. So what are the chemicals that control such developmental changes in the butterfly's body structure called? What are the chemicals we used to call? Anybody? Which will control. Who will control the growth and all? What is the name of it? Body growth
Hormones.
control. What is the name we used to call? Huh. Here, this page itself, it is there. What is the name of that? Everybody. Hormones. What is the name of it? Hormones we used to call. Please write it and learn it. Hormones we used to say. Clear, Mr. Guru? That is what. Call to Pugal somebody. So who will growth control someone? Hormones. Next, name one developmental change other than external changes in the body structure in a human female during puberty brought about by the action of the type of chemicals mentioned in A. Brought about. What is the changes taking place among? This question goes to again, how do organs reproduce? So many changes we have noticed it. So what is that? Anybody? Name one developmental change other than external changes in the body structure in a human female during a puberty brought about by the action of the type of chemicals mentioned in A. What is that, Amma? See, physical growth in male also, female also. But in females, there is another extra thing. Of course, Manikandan, they are not asking what hormones they are producing. What is the change which is brought, they are asking. Other than external changes. Other than like physical appearance. Male and female, there will be physical changes, physical appearance. But in females only, it will takes place. That is why they mention a human female during puberty brought about by the action of the type of the chemicals mentioned. So what is that, everybody? Menstrual cycle, mensuration. So that is what you have to remember. So please write it. Clear, everybody? All of you? Yes, please. Menstrual cycle. Hari, absent is noted, Hari. So menstrual cycle is the answer. Clear, everyone? Next. See, that's why question you should ask. What is the change they are asking? Who is not making? Next, what is the most likely genetic difference between the larval and the adult stages in the life cycle of the butterfly shown above? Larval and the adult stage, what mostly genetic difference they are asking? So, what is the genetic difference, everybody? Genetic difference they are asking. Suppose when you are in a zygote, suppose we are taking human. So zygote and it's become a next what else? Zygote after next stage. Embryo. Is yes or no? Theriyada. So embryo after a baby. So now from zygote to baby, what is the genetical difference, Amma? Is it varies? Zygote to baby, genetical difference. Genetic difference will come on. I'm asking you guys, is it when you are in a zygote stage, the baby is in a zygote stage, genetics is different. When it will comes to the baby, the genetics will varies. Anybody? Please respond. Yes, please. Is there any genetic difference among any organism?
No, sir.
No, it is impossible. So now they are asking larva and adult. The shape, the physical appearance may change us, but the genetically what will happen? No differences. No differences genetically. That is what you have to remember. Very, very important question. People thinks body growth takes place, genetically also changes will come. So no genetical difference in the larva and adult. Understanding, all are butterfly. They are the part of the life cycle. For us also same. Zygote, and this question even for human you can apply. So zygote, embryo, understanding, baby, finally baby, after gestation period, everywhere you have to remember that the genetics is remains same. The same genetical transmission will takes place. That is what. Is it clear, everybody? Girls and boys, all of you. Hare Krishna. Guru, Vardhan, any doubt,
Sir,
please let me know. That is what. Mr. Ashik, are you answering or not? Next question. So you can notice it. As the first line of defense, stress hormones are released in humans. As an equivalent, which hormone is most likely to be released as first line of defense in plants? Defense in plants. Immediately you have to say the hormone name. Defense in plants. Basically all are growth hormones. Only one hormone is a defense hormone. What is the hormone? Fourth hormone. Now also I given clue. Fourth hormone.
ancestral.
Yes, please. ABA
Yes,
acid.
sir.
What does that call it as? Abscisic acid. Abscisic acid. Defense. There have been reports of plant hormones being found in animal bodies even when they are not synthesized by the animal. What can be the most common pathway of entry of such hormones in animals? Anybody? So the plant hormones is appears to be in human bodies. What is the only reason, guys? How it is transferring? Like Avatar movie, yeah? For them, we'll go and put our hair, it will transfer. How it will be transferred? Yes, please. How you are getting the plant hormones, guys?
Food, sir.
By
Only
food.
through the food. That's the general question, basic question I'm asking you. Through the food only. When we eat, we'll get the hormone, whatever it is. Either minerals, vitamins, carbohydrates, hormones, whatever XYZ. When you consume the plants, from the plants to humans, it will come. That's all, nothing else. Okay. So next question. 2 words, 2 mark. Name one plant hormone that controls directional growth. Name one plant hormone that controls directional hormone. Directional growth based upon the sunlight. Based upon the sunlight, automatically it will bends. So auxins and all will go upper region and only growth will be more than this. You all notice it. What is that, everybody? Yes, please. Directional growth. Who is that, guys? Oxen. Very good, Aishwarya and Rami. That is what. Next. Plant hormones are also referred to as growth regulators and can be controlled by a number of stimuli. So mention one point of difference between the functioning of animal growth hormone and plant growth regulators which respect to control. Anybody? One difference. I already taught you while I'm teaching. Yes. Only one difference. Anybody, please don't try to cheat me. Think over it and tell me. That's all. Now, I already taught you. If you check your notebooks, 100% you can find. That is what is based upon the stimuli. So plant growth is depends on two things. Of course, hormones only promoting the growth. Hormones only promoting the defense stopping also growth controlling also hormones. Growth promoting also hormones. But other than that, for growth in plants, some other things are needed. That is what we used to call five. There are actually five we studied. Anybody? At least now. They need some other things also for support. Growing of root, they need something. Growing of stem, they need something. Growing of the stigma, they need some other thing. Yes, please. Anybody? That is only call it as. All of you.
Stimulus.
Stimulus. That is what? Tropisms. Understand? So they need a stimulus. What is a stimulus? We know people. Anybody tell me? What is the page number, Hari, book? I think this page only. Is it right, everybody? So there is a stimulus in the plants. So plants can be, you can notice, first plants it is. The plant shows tropism in response to other stimulus as well as. So you all notice it here. The environmental triggers such as light, gravity will change the direction that plant parts grow in. So these directional or tropic movements can be either towards the stimulus or away from it. So in two different kind of phototropic movement, shoots respond by bending towards the light, while roots respond bending away from it. So that is what. So the plants, the growth is also supported by the home stimulus. But humans, suppose if you sit under the light, will you grow? If you are experiencing the gravity, do you think you will grow, everybody? So animals only growth is controlled by whom? Hormones. But in plants, it is also affected by whom, guys? Please respond.
Stimulus.